Alright, good afternoon everyone and welcome to World War Wednesday. I'm Jake and with us we've got Jakob and Johan and they'll be taking us through Hearts of Iron 4. I believe we're on the eve of war, but we'll hand it over to them and explain the situation.
Yes, exactly. Hi guys, my name's Jakob and I'm the brand manager for the game, and we got Johan, who needs no introduction.
Yeah, I'm the creative director of Paradox Games, or PDS Games these days.
So we're at 1940, and the sort of gearing up for war has been a little bit slower than historically, but I'm just about to claim Danzig for Poland, and our intelligence reports hints that Poland will not fall this time, and we will probably see a war.
No, because they will not fall, because I'm currently hitting guarantee independence on them. And they will be guaranteed by me. I also gave orders to the British Protection Forces in Germany to stop exercising so that they are ready to march into Germany.
Yes, on the same time, if you look at me, I'm prepared for a minor engagement. I only have about, you can see my forces like this, I have about 92 divisions ready to attack Poland. It's not the world's biggest army, going into 4 distinct attacks. It's a quite simple plan, but it's where I'll start, and then I'll use my armor to sort of try to find any opening where I can encircle Polish troops to defeat them. But that's really going to be the main push. At the other hand, I'm preparing about 40 divisions to hold the line against a potential French push. I'm not seeing one, but it could be there. If you look at Air Force, I've prepared most of my Air Force for a Western attack. They haven't been given orders yet, but I'll keep some fighters ready that will be set up to sort of defend the German heartland against potential British bomber raids. Even though I don't expect them quite yet. Have you built a strategic Air Force, Johan?
I do not want to comment on that.
You do not want to comment on that. That's fair enough. But that's where we're at the moment.
Yeah. Air Force, we're supposed to build one of those as well.
Yes, I'm in a similar situation.
No, I get strategic bombers and tactical bombers and mass. We're all ready for protected or the.
You're ready for war.
Well, depends on your point of view.
Yeah, you're ready to look at me angry while I invade Poland, at least.
Well, Johan is of course playing as Great Britain and their specialty is getting the other people to fight and die in their wars, is that right?
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Nah, it's a British.
Okay.
Are we all ready to go?
I'm pretty ready to go.
I'll unpause then, and we'll run with speed 3 until the war starts then.
All right. So like you can see, I have some small troops now, divisions moving closer to the French border. These are not fully trained division. I had to sort of get the line a little bit stronger. I would like them to be fully prepared. At the same time, I'm sort of ready to accept that. It's more important for me to sort of have troops there. If it becomes a combat situation, quickly enough, they will get the experience they need. Soldiers are trained very quickly by combat. They're bad in combat at start, but they learn quickly, and within a week or two you have a decent defense, or a decent army again. I'm also sending out my submarines for some convoy raiding. Ooh, invite a faction. Yes, I will invite Japan. Sure. Are we quite ready to go, Johan?
Shall we pause? Are you
when
ready
we
to
hit, I can give you a timeline on where we're at.
when will you hit the war?
In 7 days, in a week.
Okay.
So we can wait for a little while.
Yeah.
So while our nations build up for war, I've got my eyes on the Twitch chat here, so I'll be checking. If you have any prudent questions, be sure to fire away and we'll see if and what we can say about all that.
Yes, so I've added 2 countries to my wonderful faction, the Hungarians and the Russians have, or the Japanese have joined. So two really good, strong nations have joined the axis on which the world will revolve. And here we go. I think you should pause, Johan. So, Poland has refused to see Danzig. And they know very well what the award is. The alternative is. We have a world war.
Oh? We do?
We at least I'm in war with Poland right now. So if we unpause...
Yeah, Poland has called me into
Yes.
the war. We're going to go down to speed 2 while
Yes.
ticking. We're accepting it and we're joining into the war. I'm calling in German-Polish war. I cannot call in the French.
Not yet, or? Well, you can never really trust the chain. Now I'm actually going to start, because Britain now has supported, I'm going to start a Plan Z. The idea for me is to be a naval force strong enough to challenge Britain. What I've also done is I clicked activate on all my Polish military groups for them to start attacking. As you can see for Slater unit, they have this little bar here. That's the plan preparation. We've been planning for a long time. So that 50% bonus. This is really good. My doctrine don't allow me to plan as much as you want. You can get a much bigger bonus for his units. But my doctrine allows me to plan a lot quicker. So I want a revolving, constantly changing warfare, where you one would prefer sort of a static, big battle kind of warfare, because it will help him. I have 2 air wings without mission.
Okay, are you ready?
I am ready. So, let's unpause. You want to be unpaused?
I'm pausing there.
Alright, as you can see now, battles all across, and nations are joining the war on both sides. But this is a small battle ticker. As you can see, my troops have no real problem just bursting through the Polish lines. The French are not attacking yet. And I'll see if I have a few Panzer Division which I can try to use to encircle the Polish army here. And I will do a pincher movement in here to try to do an encirclement. But all in all, Poland is rather rapidly losing this war. I'm inviting Yugoslavia to the war. And we're starting to have some naval war going around here. And you want to hunt to my submarines.
Ooh.
We've got a question popping up. So,
Yeah.
Johan, with you sitting pretty on the British Isles, are you able to send equipment to other countries and help them out?
Yeah, I can send Lend-Lease to them, but I'm not really all that keen on... Oh yeah, cool, we're advancing into...
Alright, we had a big battle where my ships got severely hurt. But you one lost a destroyer.
Oh, there's plenty more where they come from.
Yes, that's not the biggest loss in the history.
Oh
of
yeah,
mankind.
that was my... I don't really care. They're on patrol to kill stuff.
Here you can see a small encirclement of Polish troops happening. And if we see the death casualty, have lost 6,000 men, and Poland has already lost 214. These are mainly, I would guess, prisoners of war right now, because we've seen a lot of encirclements. But Warsaw is about to fold, I think. And I'm gonna execute the second step of most of my general's plans for the second push deep into Poland.
Now, you're mentioning a lot about encirclement. What benefits is that going to grant you when you're encircling the enemy?
So what happens when you're encircling an enemy instead of just traditionally sort of defeating them is that it forces the enemy, so otherwise it would be defeatable, they'll run away. So you'll hurt them, but the units are not permanently lost. If you actually manage to encircle them, what happens is they'll surrender. So you'll defeat the whole unit. This is what Germans was the masters of in during World War. Did some massive encirclement of the Red Army, where they almost in Ukraine captured, I mean, the majority of the regiments at the time. So it's an efficient way to defeat and conquer or defeat a lot of enemies without heavy casualties. It's most famous from the Battle of Cannae, of course, by Hannibal, who did it on a Roman army. It became very popular in the late 19th century military thinking in Prussia. And a lot of the sort of German problems in World War I came from sort of almost obsession with encirclements. Which, of course, did not happen in World War I. Instead, you got trench warfare. So, Poland has capitulated, and I can invade Latvia, this strong, powerful nation, into my... another victory for the Vaterland. Warsaw has fallen. We have some small Polish resistance. At the same time, we really do have an Allied pressure against my lines. So I'm just going to send a lot of armies to sort of shore this up. I don't think they will be able to defend against the full power of the German military machine right now. But these kind of things happen, of course. Johan is not a stupid player. He has prepared. And I'm actually going to agree with the... Going to give Eastern Poland to Soviet Union in line with what we agreed to. I got new artillery. Could we pause for a minute, Johan, to sort of show where we're at right now? And
yeah, so you had the decision there on the partition of Poland. So what were your options there?
So
and,
what I could
why
have done,
choose what you did?
Yeah, sorry, guys. What I could have done is just said stick it to Soviet Russia and keep all of Poland. That would have moved me close to war with Soviet quite quickly. I don't want that. What I instead said, you know what, guys, for now, we're going to honor it. Congratulations, Eastern Poland is yours. And then sort of prepare for retaking it potentially at a later stage. What I'm also just going to do is so that's what happened. So I give up this area to the Russians. What I'm now going to do is actually I'm going to go into air mode and I'm going to take home all this fantastic little aircraft forces here, and I'm going to prepare for fighting in the west. Let's see, I could start with actually just creating a new little air wing. I'm ready to go again, Johan, sorry.
Okay. I put up... there's a warfare while the Germans are trying to assault the Maginot Line.
Are we assaulting you guys? Why are
Yes.
you attacking? Alright, apparently we're attacking the Maginot Line.
Yeah, because you gave the order to it.
No, I didn't. I gave the explicit order not to attack the Maginot Line. Alright.
Well, there's a big, huge air battle over...
Who's winning it?
it's like... There's a lot of troops bombed, fighters. There's air superiority is...
German? Should be right, I think. If you look at the... I have 7...
No, it's even.
It's even, yes. But yes, it's 792 versus 800 plus 200 bombers right now. But let's just assign a little bit more German fighters here, and that should start to...
Where's my reserve fighters? I have 1,000 somewhere. Oh yeah, they're in London.
So let's see if I can also move a lot of the air wings that we have in eastern parts of Europe to sort of get them ready. Support fighter. You're in German already. So let's see, where's are my air wings? I'm not doing anything. But you guys should be ready to go here, right?
Oh, so Union claims Bessarabia.
Yeah.
So we have quite the clash of troops along the line there. What have the French brought to the party, and how much of that is Johann's?
I have nothing on the Maginot Lines. We're sitting there waiting to reinforce battles that are not going all that well. There's one battle there at the south where the Germans are looking like they're winning, but I'm keeping...
I'll be surprised if I manage to actually pull a win off.
You're waiting to do the...
Yes, I'm waiting to do a few different things, but attacking across the Maginot Line is tough. The French forces are woefully unprepared.
I haven't lost a single naval battle yet.
No. And you are getting hit by a lot of artillery right now, I'm suspecting.
Artillery?
Sort of Air Force should be hitting you quite heavy.
Let's see.
No, not over there, because I don't have my support.
Oh, I have to give them that order. No, let's say Western France. I have air superiority.
In Western France, yes.
Yeah, in Western Germany.
In Western Germany you do. Let's bring in some more fighters then.
So what is that air superiority going to mean for your troops there, Germany?
It's not ideal. But it gives me a small minus to the fighting. So what I'm really going to try to do is sort of just get my fighter production up, so I'm ready to challenge Johan in an air fight. And I'm actually going to do something horribly. I'm going to call in my old Henkel 501s to sort of try to stop Johan.
Okay, I'm needing another... Ooh, here we go.
What did you get?
I used to realize I had 500 strategic bombers that were not...
So this is a problem for me. Johan got strategic bombers, I don't. Alright, where are you guys placed?
We have some people in the chat who maybe read up on their history and suggest that perhaps they wouldn't see you coming through Luxembourg or Belgium.
I know. Maybe I've been thinking the same thing.
I just increased my strategic bombers for bombing you from 200 to 700 strategic bombers. Just, you know.
I'm not afraid of that, actually.
Also adding another 500... what's it called? Close air.
Close air support, yeah.
They're there too.
That should start affecting my battles, I guess.
Yes, there are on.
But why are not? Oh, you got.
Finland accepts Soviet demands. No.
Oh. But for right now, we're actually quite much in what we should be, a phony war.
I don't think it's that phony. It's a bloody battle.
Let's see. Have I started to sort of reconstruct? I have a lot of damage things, but that's mainly in Warsaw. You have a few... My industry has been hit a bit, but not in a sort of scary way. I'm losing convoys.
Yeah, so previously we've seen you doing the build-up with your constructions, but now you have other ones that are flashing in red.
Yeah, so what happened is, if you look at my construction, is I'm repairing. You have hit my factories a bit, and I'm not sure what's going the quickest. I'm actually going to start building new stuff and just quickly go into sort of getting everything up and running again.
I have total air superiority in Western Germany.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
It's like, yes, I built up a small task force. Hello, America, I need more oil. Give me oil. You're training with the Germans. Stop doing that.
Oh shit, am I still buying oil from them?
Yes, you are.
Oh, I should not.
Because they are... You need the oil.
No, I don't need to buy oil from them.
What?
Nope.
Okay. Do you mind joining our factions? No. Bastards. Well, I don't really care that Japan is at war with me because they're stalling madly in northern China.
They're not going very well for them over there now, I'm well aware. But, so right now we're doing some happy-go-lucky fighting across The Maginot Line, no one's really breaking through. And let's see if we can do something else for a change. What grade is Frederick Bock? He's a general. Do I really need you guys? Maybe. I'm just gonna try to attack across the... see what happens. So I'm doing I'm testing the Maginot Line to see if I can win. Doesn't look very good. The fortress gives me 1 in attack. As you can see, I'm not gonna win this battle most likely. It's just too much fortresses. We're gonna stop those attacks right now.
You're winning all battles.
Yeah, but it says I'm winning. It's gonna be too bloody to actually win them. And someone is not selling me what I've asked for. Who could that be? That's good now. But right now, I'm not yet feeling sort of a hit by my.
Yes.
But the naval war is not going well for me. I'm losing a lot of submarines. And convoys. Probably because I'm buying tungsten from Portugal, yes. So let's stop buying from Portugal, because that's getting raided, and buy from the wonderful country of Soviet Union.
Yeah, so this loss to your navy and your convoys, what knock-on effects is that going to have for
Well,
Germany?
that happened, first of all, so I'm taking down convoys, but most importantly, the resources is not coming in, so my industry cannot work as efficiently. But as we can see, I've hit a bit of convoys here. And here. So we're both kind of hitting each other's convoys quite heavily right now.
Yeah, I realized that if you're looking at the British screen, the Central Atlantic Gap is where I'm getting my convoys at, because it's been a hole in my lines. Oh, they've sunk a lot of German ships, that one. And a bunch of destroyers patrolling the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, that was...
They sunk a lot of things. And they were fighting alone. Now they're getting another duty. HMS Garland. Oh, yeah.
On the good side, I soon have a decent amount of tanks.
Yeah, they will break through the Maginot Line. We learned 1 or 2 things from the Great War.
And what those 2 great tanks can do is I can finally rearm my tank divisions to become a lot more nasty with medium tanks.
Yes, you're allowed to join the war. Yes, you're allowed to join the war. So do we do this now? Move up to the front, move up to the front, move up to the front.
And it's also important to notice that different countries have different
Thank you, Denmark.
diplomatic possibilities in how they can declare war, for example. Oh, nice. I didn't have to do it myself.
So now we have some extra belligerents, and your armies are just ready to go into them, right?
Yes, so what happened now is Johan got a few countries to sort of join against me in the war. We're gonna punish them for that.
Yeah, you seem to be having a much easier time here than on the French line.
Yes, these are not defended by the biggest force in the history of mankind. Also, France is one of the biggest armies in the world. I'm not. Oh, sorry, these countries do not have. As you can see, I'm more or less rolling over the Netherlands.
Netherlands, oh yeah.
So I declared that war on a sort of semi-happy, I'm a happy fascist way. Because normally you would need a war goal. I never got one. But as Germany, I can really sort of just declare war on anyone if I want to. And I'm gonna shore up with a lot of fine little divisions here. to really start hitting. Rommel, you're gonna get promoted. You're gonna lose all your nice little bonuses, but I need... maybe I should promote someone without any nice bonuses. So for Witzeben, you're gonna lead this army now. So yes, we have a proper war right now. A lot of division pouring in.
God, I need to select Ironside is a good one.
Let's see if we can show some of that mighty encirclement movements here on the Dutch army soon. So what am I missing equipment problem? I don't build naval bombers, that's a problem.
Got quite a few questions asking what Spain's take is in all this.
Well, Spain, my dear friend, has joined the Germans.
Uh-huh.
And Germany has decided that this is a world war and everyone needs to fight. So Spain is now attacking across the French border.
Are you able to show?
Is attacking across.
Are
the
you able
French
to show the extent of your faction here then?
So we can show. So this is my faction. This is. I got 148 divisions. I got 111 with Japan, 106 with Italy, 30 with Yugoslavia, 54 with Spain. Should be a bigger army right now than the Allies have. The Allies, of course, has a bigger industrial production and potentially a little bit better soldiers.
Oh, the Italian fleet is getting sunk.
Yes,
battleships and the Spanish fleet joining. Oh, Spanish ships sunk. Of course, the only ones that are dying are a cruiser for me and some French ships.
I hate when it happens. This is the important thing to know. Even if you win the battle, you might not strategically win the battle. This is a well-known problem.
Hello.
So I've also declared war on Luxembourg because I need Luxembourg for strategic storage reasons. Finland has joined against us. I'm impressed.
So Johan, with your mighty fleet taking down everybody else's boats, are you able to set the levels at which they engage? We've got this question coming in.
On the boats?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we need to do this. This is white. We lost a lot of good men in Lorraine. A lot of good men. But the lines are holding.
For now. So, I don't want Italian troops to fight on me. I want... Oh, okay, Lithuanian troops will never do anything good. So they can actually join me as expeditionary force. Yes. I guess Johan now is slowly trying to pull soldiers out of the Maginot Line, or at least Francis, because he's attacked everywhere. And that has opened up the Maginot Line for encirclement.
Okay, so those forts no longer going to be quite the problem for you.
No,
now.
I've broken through at least one place, and I'm now conquered Nancy. And I'm trying to create a wedge in the forces here. But this is, I'm ramping up losses now. This is heavy fighting. I've lost 250,000 men. No one else is close to this. I'm breaking through heavily. Not the smartest move, to be honest, but I want this war quickly over. And let's see if where am I with tanks? Let's change this one to medium tanks as well. Medium tanks. So now a lot of medium tanks is coming out. And hopefully that will allow me to strike a bit harder. The Dutch are actually presenting a surprisingly stiff resistance to my...
Yeah, well, Alan Brooke with the French army, which is basically shitloads of colonial garrisons thrown in
Yeah.
from various places. It's 12 British divisions and some others. They are now on the given order to actually protect the borders.
So you're actually supporting the French war?
Yes, I am, but it's only 27 divisions. And it's most of them are not British quality motorized. They're
No.
like I'm pulling out of the Netherlands. Sad story, but true.
We touched on the Japanese and Chinese situation a wee bit ago. We're just being asked if there's any updates on how the war is going between them as well.
Let's see. In here, Japan is really doing what Japan normally does, which is getting bogged down. Beijing has fallen, and Japan is pulling up a bigger and bigger army to sort of fight. But are they winning? Hard to say. They got a lot of units still protecting against Soviet Russia.
Your ship getting sunk by the Finnish cruiser Ilmarin and the heavy cruiser protected with Danish and Polish.
Yeah, so Germany is fighting a lot of big navies right now, I'm not gonna lie. Italy's navies in the North Sea, not sure what they're doing there.
Yeah.
Germany is getting battleships sunk, potentially. Yeah, that's a weird fight.
There's a lot of divisions there on the...
Yes.
Oh well.
Alright, let's push for Amsterdam. I'm not gonna let...
Mediterranean fleet is...
We're attacking against Antwerpen. We've surrounded a few Belgian divisions. They should soon be defeated. Oh, we got a French... Alan Brooke here is been surrounded. Or at least parts of his elements.
Italy has not joined the war, no?
Yes, they have. As you can see, Marseille is now just to the British, Italian border. And you fought their navies.
So your troops have been in battle for quite a bit now. How's the experience looking on them?
My experience is ramping up quite a lot. 4 and 20 if you look at my general. Here you saw there's still sort of fresh regiments, most of them. But some of them, I'm probably going to find them here, start to get close to getting really seasoned veteran units. But not really. I've changed my strategies a bit as well, changed my divisions, which sort of hurt them. I've got a real lack in infantry equipment, I realize right now. So I'm actually going to stop building a whole bunch of divisions to get that infantry equipment out on the soldiers instead.
Because this is a situation where you're going to have to balance. Do you want it to
yes,
your new troops or the ones on the battlefield?
I need my soldiers fighting to have the equipment they need. And I'm actually going to change a lot of my equipment just to infantry now to just get this weapon out and running. Let's give you the big push order here. So what happened now is, of course, the biggest army I have has finished their target goals. So they stopped attacking. I've given them new goals and they'll continue to attack.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here's just a dirty little war going on. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to change my conscription laws to service by requirement. And I'm going to change to total mobilization now.
So these are going to help you on the military front, but they must come with drawbacks as well.
Yes, it's like, to some degree. I mean, the total mobilization means I have less people to use. But for now, really it's about if you can do it, if you're allowed to do it. I'm allowed to do it, so I'm just going to do it. The Netherlands have capitulated, surrendered. That's nice. I'm going to admit that my armies have been less of a brilliant strategic masterpiece and more of a slogfest. But I seem to be breaking through. And you guys are just going to... got a big old British army here of 10 divisions, including panzers. How well protected is Brussels? Fort level 1. That's not the worst thing that happened to mankind to attack. The British divisions are... Why are my... Oh, it's your divisions have a 7 defense against my 47 attack. We should be breaking through Brussels quite soon.
It's mostly colonial militia there.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the...
So my goal now is actually to try to pin down and capture a lot of British units here. Normally I would not say that to the British High Command sitting next to me. Don't have that much choice. And we're really just gonna do some convoy raiding.
Yeah, so you selected convoy raiding in the top there, but it seems it's one of many options.
Yes, sorry, I can show you my different options here with my always somewhat defeated army here. I got patrol. They spread out quite widely and try to find things. They're not good, like if you find combat they will be dispersed, but they're likely to find the enemy. Search and destroy. They try to seek out and engage in the fleets. This is really, I want to fight. Convoy raiding, you hit convoys, and convoy escort is you try to protect your convoys. And Belgium has capitulated. Denmark still fights, the greatest surprise in the history of mankind, I would say. In the real war they fought for 5 minutes, 50 minutes I think. Sweden fought for 0 minutes, so we shouldn't be too cocky. Let's see if I can give Commando Group Green a new fun mission here. So we are pushing away now quite heavily in the lowlands. But as you can see, I have a lot of things that need to be repaired all across the countries I conquered.
So with the capitulation, and this question's coming quite up quite a bit, these nations have capitulated to you, but what control do you get?
What it does is I get much better control of their mainland occupied territories, but the Netherlands, for example, keep their colonies going here. So I don't get that as well as I should. I should stop trading. I don't trade rubber with anyone, that's good. But what it means is that, especially these sort of areas here, I conquer the main lowland. Hopefully this factory will start working for me soon. But as we see, Belgium actually continued to fight, even though the government surrendered, mainly because... Belgium, how did that happen? You want... nothing, right. For several different reasons, mainly because Johan had a lot of armies there in the occupied territories. Let's see what I should do now. Should I go for the Wunderwaffe and try to nuke? Johan. I think I should nuke Johan. Does everyone agree that I should drop a nuclear bomb over London?
Yeah.
Not seeing any opposition to that.
Alright, well, then we have a very good goal.
Sadly, Field Marshal Alan Brooke, who's fighting desperately with a bunch of
Huns?
well, they're Belgian and Dutch troops, and so they're not really performing all that well, and they're really left to die.
Basically, say the British Army have had greater moments.
No, their goal is to defend.
Johan.
Yeah.
Why can't
Paris.
I attack Antwerpen? Oh, I could. No, good.
The Italians landed and took Sardinia.
Oh, that's... Oh, and the Spanish and the Italians have soon connected their fronts in the Great France and Southern France. Italy has performed better than expected. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by my Italian allies. Not something you say all that often. I'm also gonna learn by historical mistakes, do a quick run on Dunkirk and try to conquer that as soon as possible.
I think we have people that are even more ambitious and cruel than you here. They're suggesting rocketeers towards Britain as well.
Rocketeers, yeah. I'll need to get... The thing is, I'm not really sure I'm supposed to take down the British main navy. Your navy is strong. Mine is not, regrettably.
We have some more general questions about
Yep.
nuking, how it comes about, the effects.
Which effects are you thinking about?
Well, how you get to it, and when you drop it, what's going to happen.
All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So nuclear is one of the hardest research ways to get. So you get research here. I can start already, but get bonuses, and then go all the way down. Then you need to start building reactors, and once you got reactors, slowly you will start to get nuclear weapons being built, and then you can drop them. Can you drop them by rocket or just plane? Right now. Johan?
What?
Can you nuke with rockets or is it plane only?
You need planes or rockets.
Yeah, okay. So you can do both. Why on God are you attacking across the marginal line, guys? It's ridiculously stupid.
You gave the order to them.
No, I didn't. I've been very careful not to give them the order.
So as the rope tightens around France, can we get a little zoom out to see what the situation is there?
So
across
this
Europe?
is roughly the situation around the world. Here, not a big, great naval place for the German forces. Here, the blue one means I won. Not so good for the Allies. Here, I actually sank a bit of the Finnish and Dutch Navy. Not the greatest victory in the history of mankind, I guess. But the big important one is this. We are slowly winning the war. And I'm regained my most important goal, which is air dominance, at least in parts of my nation. Which is important for me. And hopefully we'll start winning this war. Of course, the most important part for me was sort of gaining control over France is actually to get away British fighters from German heartland. Because once I get the British fighters away from German heartlands,
There are no British fighters in the German
and
heartland.
then you can use them from France flying into.
Yeah, but they are not flying in there because they have been.
So then it's French right now. Then
Yes.
but just to sort of get myself secured from their fighters, and by secure myself from their fighters, I secure myself from their bombers.
So as you're pushing more and more into France, is there a way you can see how close you are to being able to get that magical capitulate?
Yes, we can. France has surrendered, is 40% towards surrendering. It controls 75% of victory points, surrender at 42 or less. France has a weak national unity, so they surrender easily. The French player didn't know that the first thing you have to do is to get your national unity up as France.
And we can see you're just so close to marching on Paris there.
Yes,
That'll deliver quite the blow.
All my cool regiments are down here. I'm actually going to do a little thing with this one, and then I'm going to do this. No, not the infantry. I'm going to put Rommel in this one. And you're going to get a little attack wave against France, Rommel. We've taken half of Paris. I give Rommel the order to do a sort of a circled attack in there with my panzer regiments. And let's actually attack all across the lines and win this war. So Johan, how's your nation doing right now?
My nation's doing pretty well, I guess. We need to see.
Well, you're not threatened in the same way France is, at least.
Oh, France.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to care about France.
Well, it depends. You could see them as a lost cause, I guess.
Yes.
In fact, as we see it in Great Britain, you have your troops laid out in a specific way across the islands, so they're blocking off strategic points.
In the British Islands, yes. And you may notice that I may have done a failed raid.
Oh, you're attacking in Wilhelmshaven. Let's
Yes.
do something about that, shouldn't we? Because I have soon my 5 new SS divisions that might want to join and stop you from doing that. So yes, this I think is the collapse of the French lines, to be honest, we're seeing now. Or what do you see, Johan?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't look good for France. I am more or less unthreatened pulling through right now.
Yes, and have you got control of Paris there already?
I've got control of main parts of Paris. I'm wiping out the resistance, or the sort of final resistances. So Ile-de-France is about to be conquered by my beautiful units. I am, for some reason, having real trouble defeating one single division, probably because my whole army is attacking it, and that's not good, because you can't use your whole army in one attack. Like
I
that.
managed to land and take Wilhelmshaven.
You did?
Yes.
And that's actually extremely annoying.
It's 2 understrength brigades left there.
Yes, I'm gonna send 6 divisions of SS units to wipe you out.
I see that you're Lithuanian and Yugoslavian troops too.
Yes, but I have higher faith in my my SS divisions.
Yeah, or so you claim.
I don't think having faith in someone is a... If you claim it, that's the truth, generally speaking, right? I don't want to see German losses. Oh, 500,000. French losses, 200,000. Polish losses.
500,000.
Yes. Germany has been a bit sloppy with
It's not quite been the miracle.
It's not quite been the miracle. It's been more of a slogfest. But all in all, I actually think I managed to hit the British army a bit harder when this war has ended than what happened in real life. I don't think there will be a miracle at Dunkirk helping the Brits save the majority of their army right now.
What? Majority of my army? I evacuated my army.
You have, alright.
It was just colonial regiments that were Belgian and Dutch that were fighting for me.
Well, that's nice for you. And there we have Paris has officially fallen. My generals need to get new orders, what they should conquer. You're gonna reconnect with our allies in the south, Mr. Rundstedt. Oh, Witzelben, sorry. You, Mr. Rundstedt, do the second big swipe and get us to the Atlantic. And you, crazy Maginot guys, I'm sorry for doing this to you, but I just like capturing the French army.
Stop exercising.
And now let's pull off the biggest military operation in the history of man. I'm just assuming.
Which one? Seelöwe?
Oh yeah, I'm already ready. You never saw this one coming, did you? For me to be able to make the Seelöwe, the most important thing is I need to have some kind of naval dominance in the area. I'm Seelöwe, and that's going to be tough. I got wolf packs, so we can start hitting you on submarines.
Yeah, this is definitely something that you've been focusing on for quite a bit. Can you just show us again the focuses that you've gone through to be able to enable this?
In order to have, I need to take out Johan, mainly because of pride. The big reason now is I'm going trade interdiction, which is trying to hurt Johan's trade to begin with. Later on, I'll start to build a national navy. The second one thing I am building battleships slowly. These are not the best battleships in the world. They should be enough. More importantly, what I'm doing is if you look at my goals, let's see if we can get this scrolled properly. I got the plan said, And this gives me Navy experience, but also gives me research bonuses I will use later for more advanced ships. These will be used to sort of try to actually bring the fight to the Royal Navy.
So this has definitely been a focus for Germany that wants to try to bring it to Britain.
I need to be able to, regardless of what I want. I need to be able to bring down the Royal Navy. So yeah, that's gonna be my next big goal.
Yeah. Oh, radar. That's awesome.
Well, that's actually really good technology. But I haven't done. So the big thing I will need to do once France is capitulated is also get my air force properly lined up. And we'll see if we'll do a battle for Britain or what's gonna happen. Ooh, I lost the battle, but I destroyed the destroyer. And here we're hitting a convoy of 10 convoys. 2 convoys killed. Can we kill more convoys? 3 convoys killed. Yes, Johan, we're killing your convoys here.
The birth of the Franco...
Oh, you got the Franco-British Union.
Yes!
That's, Johan, I just want to point out something.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go historical.
Yes, we did. But you got Spain into the war.
But that was they offering it.
Yes.
And this is
Spain
what...
in...
This is what makes it the
I'm
grudge
just going to
match.
say, from now on, I'm going to see all diplomatic options as possible. And let's see what I do with that, Johan.
Well, if they're joining or what, that's not really... Oh, fuck, there's a lot of...
So we have a lot of people that are going crazy here, wondering what on earth just happened.
So Britain and France became one country, which was actually a realistic plan that Churchill proposed in the last minutes of the war. I'm not necessarily sure this is just a bad thing for me, because this means I can get to count occupied French war goals against the United Kingdom.
Yes.
For them to surrender. But it's not good either, because I need to get the goddamn Isles, whatever I do.
Yeah, sorry, I paused.
Oh, that's no problem. Well, we just destroyed a bit of British divisions then, I guess.
Depends on the point of view.
The point of view where I saw a lot of British divisions exist and then not exist.
I need to build...
Somebody is suggesting that perhaps of your diplomatic possibilities there is the USSR.
There might actually be one such diplomatic possibility for the German Reich.
I mean, you held good on the partition of Poland.
I did. We actually kind of like each other. Soviet Union is not a big hater of Germany. They're going anti-capitalist and not anti-fascist in their propaganda right now. So maybe there can be a new budding friendship. What do you think, Johan?
Nah. My manpower is gone.
My manpower is really big, Johan.
I should probably switch from volunteer only.
I think this might be the time where you go, like, we need conscription, guys.
Yeah. But we also need to add something to hit your enormously annoying...
Submarine weapon with four.
No, I need to increase my heart attack. Motorized divisions, here we go.
So all that army experience has been built up being used to design their own division.
Yeah, the motorized division, if you're looking at it, is now using medium tank destroyers in it.
Ah! But wouldn't that make it slower, or will they be automized? No.
It's slightly slower. It's still 8 kilometers. The medium tank destroyers are not slowing down the...
Okay. So I'm way behind in infantry equipment. That's my big problem right now. I'm also somewhat behind in motorized. Basically, my army has taken a lot of hits. But I'm okay with that. I'm going to change artillery to motorized, actually. How many military factories do you have, Johan, in use?
84.
And I have 117. Oh, this is the biggest army the world has seen. Why don't you just surrender?
So that's quite a lot of factories. Are you putting to use the newly claimed French or British
Some of
ones?
it. I mean, a lot of it needs to be repaired. Also, I mean, Johan does have some very annoying fortresses all across. In the National Line, where he just keeps division fighting against me if they refuse to surrender. I'm just going to put them attack like one division or something. Because he can't be reinforced.
They can't.
So I'm attacking it with, yeah. Johan got like a half an army here. I got nothing. Where am I with fighters right now? Oh yes, I need to design a long-range fighter. So I'm going to use some of my experience now to design long-range fighters. And the reason why I'm doing this is so I can bring the fight to Johan.
So you're getting a lot of extra range and firepower in on those.
Yes, well basically, mainly I'm going to go range, because I like reliability. This is somewhat lower. I don't have free... Oh, I can't do it yet, alright. Never mind. I don't have the... Let's wait a bit, let's start a stupid air war first. Where are me and Soviet Union? We're liking each other more and more. And that's good. Let's see. There's 700 bombers going here. Let's get a few fighters.
So what's the German point of view in the situation in
good.
Africa down there?
The African situation, I'm ready to lose stuff now. What's not good is the Soviet Union just broke our non-aggression pact with us.
That's bad.
It is bad if you had hoped to court them as a potential ally in this war.
Yeah. Those things happen.
Yeah, it does. At least we are slowly mopping up.
There's still 60 divisions in France.
60? Well, that's a lot of divisions.
Yes. Let's see if we can do the...
If you can save some of them. I'd be surprised though. Because France is shrinking quickly right now. So how's my naval warfare? Is it hitting you anything at all, this whole convoy battle yet, Johan?
I'm not really looking at it.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I lost one there, one convoy.
I should be more hitting your allies in this one.
I think it's like...
What time is it now, by the way, guys?
What time we got there? We are looking at 3:30.
Then I think we need to finish this, Johan.
Yes. We'll pause here.
So, we fought for 9 months.
Yeah, there used to be a France on that
There
map,
used to
and
be a
it's gone
France.
now.
Now there's a huge Britain and a huge Germany.
Well, I think that's probably... if you're looking at in Africa, there's... most of Africa is now united. Oh, I forgot the Italians joined. And they're reaching down into Belgium. Already saved, but...
Can you save once I tell you to save, by the way? Because I need to create a new group of soldiers here.
So giving the war a quick summary, France was there and now they're gone. Union with United Kingdom, and what was hoped to be lovely, sweet relations between the Reich and the Comintern have all of a sudden gone sour.
We don't know that yet. All that happened is that they've said, we don't want to be friends with you. Or we don't want to... But they're also doing an aggressive campaign against the capitalists. So they're not all lost yet. So we'll have to see what happens here. We do have very good relations still. And I'm not sure what they would hope to gain by sort of getting bad relations now, because there's a substantially bigger Axis army against the Soviet border than they have. But just so, I have a goal which is called alliance with the USSR. This means that we get the unholy alliance.
Should I save now?
Yes. And if Soviet accept, we get the German, Moscow-Berlin Axis alliance.
So this is what we have to look forward to in the future.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh.
Sorry, Jake?
This is what we'll have to look forward to in the future. There may be.
This is what we'll see in the next round. Where does Germany go from here?
So you're going to have to draw up a plan one way or the other.
Yes.
We have to liberate Europe from the Axis menace. We're liberating most of Africa. But there's still part of Spain and Italy left in Africa that needs to be mopped up.
Yeah. Asia is going badly for Japan. I think that's the only way to solve.
Yeah, they're stalled there. There's not going to be any Pearl Harbor.
Do you know what they're going to do with their... Because they have a big navy that just sits there.
Yeah, they're not daring to go out on the...
On the open. But that's 200 ships.
I like to point out that I've... King George V, my new battleship, is just ready.
Oh, nice.
And we're starting a new naval campaign to build new ships.
I'm about to research a new naval, but I'm thinking going nuclear weapons against you instead. And just bomb London.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The thing is,
They
like,
will take me to 1945, so I'll have like Berlin alone and a V3 rocket flying out and hitting.
I don't think you're gonna have Berlin by 1943.
Oh yes, 1945. I'll have like 200 level 10 forts in circles around all my divisions circled around one nuclear silo.
I like to point out that I've been spending one research just on getting down the research cost thingy, so I can start atomic research.
I'm doing the sort of same goal. I'm doing Wunderwaffe right now.
But how about calling in the true nuclear researchers? How is the USA doing across the water?
Take a little look at my... the strategic reason to join me is very reaching, and I've started doing the improved relation with them, so that they will soon be...
I expect her to fight America. I don't fear them that much.
Well, it'll be all the better if you can bring in the Comintern.
Yes.
And then your war will simply turn into the puppet war for those two.
Yes, I think Germany and Soviet Union allied against.
But you know what happens when you
my allies become somewhat pissed at me.
Yeah, they're gonna leave your faction.
Yes, but I can try to invite a few of them.
Yes.
And I think like it's oh no, Italy left me. It's not the worst thing that ever happened. I mean, all I got is a German Rome.
Yeah. Kind of like the Office MP.
Yeah, exactly. It's slightly annoying, nothing more. So then we could really. I'm thinking you're saying Europe to Germany and Asia to Soviet Union.
Yeah.
It has a nice ring to it. All right. So I really have to leave. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, cheers, guys. So we have a lot to look forward to for next week then. Perhaps bringing in some big giants into all this.
Yes. All right.
Good luck.
Thank you guys.
All right. Thanks to our players, and thank you at home for viewing.